So today we have selective outrage, the much anticipated response by one of my favorite comedians ever, Chris Rock, man. Um, Listen, first of all, I have to say I think the timing is brilliant because the Oscars is coming up, and this special, this Chris Rock Netflix special, is released a week prior to the Oscars. Brilliant, man, and the fact that Chris Rock waited so long to do this response, um, business wise, brilliant move, man, brilliant move. I know this brother's getting paid for this one. Um, it's a must see, man. If you are a Chris Rock fan, even if you're a Will Smith and Jada fan, and you knew what was going on, at the Oscars, I mean, how could you not know? Everybody knows what happened. So this to me, this to me should be the end of it, man. I think Chris Rock put the nail in the coffin. But you decide, man. You decide.
I don't need it. I don't need that smoke. I'm like The Rock. The Rock. I do not need the smoke. Y'all know what happened to me. Getting smacked.
He references throughout the comedy special. He's always references he don't need smoke with any rappers. He don't need any more smoke with rappers, which is obviously a build-up to addressing Will Smith, because he says it a couple times. He said it about Snoop Dogg, and he said it about Jay-Z, said it about Hov. So
By Suge Smith. Everybody knows. Everybody fucking knows. Yes, it happened. I got smacked like a year ago. Fucking last week, I got smacked in the fucking Oscars by this motherfucker. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ear. Fucking drums, please. But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gail crying. You will never see it. Never gonna happen. I couldn't believe it, and I love Men in Black. No. It's never.
So he said he's not a victim. You would never see him on Oprah and Gail because he knew by holding out that the big money was gonna come. And Netflix came with the big money, man. Netflix is paying this brother a lot of money for this special.
Never gonna happen. No. Fuck that shit. I took that hit like Pacquiao, motherfucker. I took it like motherfucking Pacquiao.
You took that damn hit like Pacquiao.
Shit, man. Did it hurt? Yeah,
He definitely took the hit like Pacquiao, for sure.
And people are, well, you guys are fighting all the time. We're not fighting. First of all, I know you can't tell on camera. Will Smith is significantly bigger than me. We are not the same size, okay? We are not. This guy, Will Smith does movies with his shirt off. You've never seen me do a movie with my shirt off. If I'm in a movie getting open heart surgery, I got on a sweater. Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in a movie. You think I auditioned for that part? He played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie in New Jack City.
That's hilarious, man. Shout out to Chris Rock for that, man, because New Jack City is a hood classic, man. Hood classic. And of course, he played the crackhead Pookie in that role. And Will Smith, of course, if you're a Will Smith fan, you already know he played Muhammad Ali. Rest in peace, the great Muhammad Ali. So that comparison is hilarious. Will Smith plays Muhammad Ali, Chris Rock plays Pookie in New Jack City. absolutely hilarious.
Hey, motherfucker, I played a piece of corn in Pootie Tang. Shit, even in animation, this motherfucker's bigger. I'm a zebra, he's a shark. What the fuck, man? But Will Smith practices selective outrage. Practices selective outrage. Because everybody knows what the fuck happened. Everybody that really knows.
See, this is key, man. Selective outrage obviously is the name of the special. But what he's about to do, he's about to go in, y'all. He is about to go in on the Smiths.
I had nothing to do with that shit. I didn't have any entanglements. I did not have any entanglement. And then for people that don't know, and everybody knows, Wilson and his wife was fucking her son's friend, okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that fucking low down. What the fuck? That we all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. They're like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel?
Chris Rock came with it, man. He really, really did. He came with it, man. This is hilarious. The thing is, it's all true. It's all true. He's not saying anything in here in this special that's not true. He's not in regards to Jada and Will. You know, they did have the Red Table Talk. Jada did interview Will Smith. Will Smith, he kind of looked like a simp up there, man. And a lot of people did call him, you know, a simp and a B and this and that and whatever. But the way Chris Rock presents it is funny and it's true.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
Hey, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy.
I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. I would
During that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Husband, now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
you know,
Why the fuck would you do that shit? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay? And by the way, he does that shit. Everybody in the world called him a bitch. I tried to call the motherfucker and give him my condolences. He ain't pick up for me. Everybody called that man a bitch. Fucking Charlemagne called him a bitch, and the Breakfast Club called him a bitch, and The View, and The Talk, and every rapper, and the Drink Champs called him a fucking bitch. Everybody called him a bitch. They called his wife a predator. Everybody called him a bitch. Everybody.
It's hilarious, man, how he emphasizes, you know, bitch, you know, basically calling Mrs. Smith, you know, bitch for what he, you know, for that situation on the Red Table Talk with Jada. But Chris indirectly is calling them a bitch too. So genius. I think this is a genius stand up.
And who's he hit? Me. A nigga he knows he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit. That's what the fuck happened, okay?
You gonna smack me, bitch? In front of my friends? You gonna smack me in front of my friends?
I mean, he addresses it, man. So everyone is calling Will out of his name, talking about the situation with him and his wife. All of these people he addresses, and the person that he decides to hit on worldwide TV on the Grammys is Chris Rock. A guy that he knows he could whoop, a guy that he knows that ain't gonna do anything to him, you know? He knew who to pick. You know, a lot of people have said if it had been The Rock up there, if it had been Mike Epps up there, or 50 Cent or Eddie Murphy, Will Smith wouldn't have slapped them, man. He wouldn't have. He knew who he was slapping. And that's kind of a bitch move, Will.
The fuck out of here, man! The fuck? What the fuck? I do nothing to this motherfucker, okay? His whatever. Years ago, his wife said I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host because her man didn't get nominated for Emancipation. The biggest piece of shit ever, okay? And then so the nigga gives me a fucking...
So right there, he messes up the joke, but he turns it back around. He messes up the joke right there a little bit, but he addresses it.
A fucking concussion. No, not Emancipation. I fucked up the joke. Concussion. She fucking said he should quit because Will didn't get nominated for concussion. What the fuck? What the fuck? So did I do some jokes about her? Who gives a fuck? That's how it is. She starts it, I finish it, okay? That's what the fuck happened. Nobody's picking on this bitch. She started this shit. Nobody's picking on her. Nobody was picking on her.
He went there. You know, Will said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Well, he put her name back in his mouth, man. Chris Rock is not holding back. He is not holding back.
She said me, a fucking grown-ass man, should quit his job because her husband didn't get nominated for concussion. And then this nigga gives me a fucking concussion, okay? What the fuck, man? I love Will Smith. My whole life I loved this nigga. I saw him open up for Run DMC at the Nassau Coliseum. These niggas made brand new funk. I love this nigga. He made some great movies. I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this motherfucker, okay? And now I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped. Got me rooting for Massa, okay? Hit him again, Massa! Hit him again! You missed the spot, Massa! You missed the spot! And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. Okay? I got parents. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
About that, I mean, the whole thing to me is hilarious. But what's funny about that last statement, I can remember on my father's side of the family, my dad used to say that, my uncles, my aunts used to always say that same thing. So that's what makes it hilarious, man. I recommend this stand up, man. This thing is brilliant. He definitely goes all the way in. He addresses the situation. And there's a lot of controversy about it, and a lot of people have already reported about it. So here I am talking about it because I made a video about Will and Chris before. So I figured, let me go ahead and make another video on this. But man, I'd highly recommend it. It's on Netflix, man. Check it out. Selective outrage. To me, I think that Chris Rock had every right to monetarily capitalize on this situation and also address it. He hasn't addressed it yet. So you have people who wanted him to address it and respond right on their time. Okay. So now people, it's weird because you have some people that are upset at the fact that he addressed it, and you have some people who are, you know, they are absolutely elated that he addressed it. They are very happy. People are very. You have some people that are very happy he addressed it, and you have some people that are not. They're not. You know, they're not happy that he addressed it. They want him to move on. But Chris Rock has the right to address it. You know, it's on his timetable. And personally, would I have preferred that these two titans, man, Will Smith titan in the entertainment industry. I mean, music and acting, and you have Chris Rock, who is a comedic genius, and he's a titan in the comedy world. You know, he stars in some movies, but you know, in the comedy world, he's a titan. Personally, man, I'm a big fan of both. Would I have liked for them to have handled this outside, handled this in private, and not in front of the cameras, not in front of a world stage like the Oscars? Of course, I would have loved to have seen it. However, Chris Rock said a joke at the Oscars. Will laughed. Jada gave him the look of death. Will said, "Uh-oh." Looked at Chris, sized him up, said, "Chris ain't gonna do nothing." Went up there, slapped him in front of the world. Embarrasses him. So, Will and Jada has put their business out there on the internet. They've talked about the entanglement. And then this situation with the slap at the Oscars, they put it all on the internet. So, for the world to see. So, Chris Rock has every right to respond. And I'm glad he's getting paid for it, man. Get paid, brother. Get paid. This brother's getting paid for this one. I recommend it, man. Go check it out. Chris Rock. Woo! I think he put the nail in the coffin. I think it's a wrap. Like my man Vince Carter did. I think it's done. I think it's a wrap. B&B. Black man voting.